Right, in the next section, the directions are graph each equation below. Number 20 says graph y equals negative 2/5 x plus 4. Well, I'm going to circle the number without the x on it, so I know I'm going to start on the y-axis at 4. And then from there, I'm going to follow the rise and the run. So since there's a negative 2, I'm going to go down 2 and then run to the right 5. And then I can go ahead and connect it. Whoops, should have been a straighter line with my arrows, and then we're good. Okay, 5x minus 2y equals 20. What I suggested on this one was to write this problem 2 times. And we're going to actually be finding the intercept. So remember, in the first one, we'll cross off the y because we're letting the y be 0. And in the second one, we're crossing off the x because we're letting the x be 0. So if I want to solve this first one, to solve it for x, I'll just divide both sides by 5, and I get x equals 4, which means my line is touching the x-axis at 4. So you can just go to the x-axis and put a dot at 4. On the second one, we're going to divide both sides by negative 2. And y equals 20 divided by negative 2 is negative 10, which means the graph hits the y-axis down at negative 10. So we're going to have to go off a little bit there. So I'm going to hit at 10, and then we have our line. Okay, number 22, we have the equation x equals 4. Well, if I know the x-axis is going horizontally, the x equals 4 line is going to go vertically. So I'm going to go to x equals 4 and draw a vertical line, or try to draw a vertical line. Oh, that's awful, sorry. Hopefully yours is straighter. Okay, number 23 says graph the linear inequality. As soon as I see a less than sign, I know that I'm going to have to shade, so I'm going to give myself a little note that I'm not done till I shade it. I'm going to start this the same way we start most graphs. I'll start with the 4 because that doesn't have an x on it, so I'm going to start up at 4 and put a dot. And then from there, I know that I need to go down 3 and then over 1, so down 3 over 1. We always run to the right. There is no equal sign, so I know this is going to be a dashed line. Okay, and then I do know that I get to test the point 0, 0. So if I plug 0 into both of those spots, I'm going to get 0 is less than 4. That is a true statement, so I get to shade the side of the line that has the 0, 0 on it. Okay, problem 24 asks us to find the slope of the line containing the points for negative 9 and negative 8, 2. If you like to label them x1, y1, and x2, y2, go right ahead. When we find the slope, the y's go first. So I'm going to take the y value minus the y value. So I'm going to do 2 minus negative 9. And then down below, we're going to do an x value minus the x value. So we'll do negative 8 minus 4. Leave, change, opposite will give me 11 up top. Leave, change, opposite, that will give me negative 12 below. You could have also done this going negative 9 minus 2 and 4 minus negative 8. That would have produced the same results. You don't have to write the equation because it just said to find the slope. Number 25, determine whether the line graphed at right has a slope that is positive, negative, 0, or undefined, and then explain your choice. I'm going to say that this has a positive slope because if I'm starting at the left and I'm working towards the right, my line is going up. So from left to right, my line is going up. And you could explain it a little bit differently if you wanted to. That would have the same idea.